share it. And we are live. How's it going, Rodney?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
It's Friday. Are we glad it's Friday?
What's that?
I said it's Friday. Are we glad it's Friday?
Does it matter?
All right.
It matters to the producers.
Yes. And I'm getting a resounding yes from the other room. So TGIF. There we go.
Exactly.
So everybody, we're here for Friday Night Draw again. Tonight we're going to do some more Star Wars in honor of what would have been Star Wars Celebration. And as Rodney and I have up there on the screen, our sketches from last night, which are, to my knowledge, still unclaimed.
Yeah.
So Rodney's got Boba Fett. Boba Fett's available. I got Darth Revan. Darth Revan's available. Start off with $35 for the pencils. You can add inks. You can add colors. And then we'll be doing new 6x9 sketches tonight. Rodney's going to do Mandalorian. And then I'll be doing Ahsoka. So those will be available. And I'll run through those rules, regulations, and whatnot in just a few. And then, yeah, there we go. Sean O'Connor's in the house. Good evening.
What's going on, Sean? Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you. So, how was your Friday so far?
It was okay. I got my mummy sketch card done, the last of the cards for the Kickstarter, so Roadkill Rampage Kickstarter. So that went, I think it turned out pretty cool. I posted it, so
I saw that. It did turn out pretty cool.
Thank you. And then I can show you this. I started inking Skinwalker.
Ooh.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Nice. So I can throw something off on the screen because I know it's already been announced by Brian Silverbacks. Rodney and I are going to be working on this little doodad.
Sweet.
Roach. For his handbook to his universe, and I keep forgetting the title of it. I gotta write it down. But I'm gonna do some loose pencils, and I'm gonna let Rodney have fun with going to town on doing some finishes here. So be on the lookout for that in the near future.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of stuff you add to it and play around with.
Cool. We can do that.
So yeah, I accomplished the stuff that I struggled with yesterday. Managed to get a few of those faces colored for that cover. Worked on some other stuff, so I got at least something accomplished today.
Oh, there's my face.
There's a rare appearance of a Rodney face.
Yeah, reaching down to get something off the floor.
Put your boobs up.
I don't want to put my boobs up. That's gonna cost you. Squirrel.
Okay. Squirrel. So yeah, especially it's a little early for that. It's not after dark yet.
That's right.
Okay, gotta wait for that. As I say that, I saw the little ticker go down by one count of somebody watching. Oh,
geez. They saw that and ran.
Andre's here and he says, "Let's get it on."
Let's do it.
What's up, Andre? How's it going?
Yeah, so I mean, it was a pretty productive day. I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Same here. I got quite a few things tackled and slowly making my way down the list here.
I did. I was taping myself inking that Skinwalker, because you know you can record yourself on here, and it's not, you don't have to go live. You can just record it.
Nice.
So doing it for a time lapse thing down the road.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Might be able to use that for some promo material when we get around to launching on that thing.
I recorded for 2 hours and 47 minutes because I thought that clicking the stop camera at the bottom paused it.
Oh, yeah,
We went to go pick up the pizza for dinner and came back, and it was still recording. So
yeah.
if there are any aliens down here in the studio, we got them on camera. So
All right. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch that thing like a hawk and see if got any aliens, ghosts, or who knows what.
that's right. If not, we'll edit it down in post.
There you go. Let's see. Jonathan Dunn is in the house. Our glorious leader.
Hey, Jonathan, how goes it?
He's already calling out Andre for starting stuff. Andre's waiting for his beer to get cold.
Nice.
And Vastman 1976 is in the house.
What's up, Fastman76?
He's over on Twitch. We got some Twitch people. All right.
Nice.
Tell your friends.
Twitch is in his house. Yeah, no doubt. Huh. So, you live in Canada. Everything's cold. For real. Aren't you shoveling snow right now, Andre?
Yeah, shoveling snow onto the beer to get the old Molson ice cold. Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. Chat wasn't cooperating on Facebook, so I switched to here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You've got options when you come to watch us.
Yes. Yeah. The Facebook doesn't always like to cooperate. It's crazy. Oh, that didn't sound or look good.
That was elbow into the camera, or into the camera arm. So good.
Jonathan Dunn's already starting stuff. Friday's been going good so far, but I'm here now, and Sean likes to talk about food, so we'll see how it turns out.
And
Andre says exactly. Hey, I picked out my barbecue for tomorrow already. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try the local place in town called the Flying Pig Ale House. They've been open for a while. We just have yet had a chance to go try them out. So we're taking they've got a somewhat new menu and whatnot, and we're gonna try that. We're gonna take Steph's mom some like lunch / dinner tomorrow because she's recently moved into her new house. So it'll be a little bit of a housewarming type thing. You show up with some tasty barbecue and whatnot.
That's cool. Is it Flying Pig? I wonder if they're from Cincinnati.
I don't know. Steph's gonna look into that. I don't know. They've been here for a little bit, but it's like one of those things where it's become like one of the Main Street like diners, drive-ins, and dives type places.
Yeah. Well, that Flying Pig is a Cincinnati thing, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because they did that for the whole like decorating the city with those pigs and whatnot.
Yeah. We have the Flying Pig Marathon, and Cincinnati Comic Expo has their mascot. It's called Chop that I created.
Yes. Yes, I remember this now. It's all coming back.
It's all coming back.
Andre's saying, someone wake up JL.
Yeah, where you at, Jay? He's probably walking the pooch.
Yeah, that or walking off the scotch.
There you go.
Jonathan. Yeah, but did he live stream with Andre today? That would change to how much scotch he's already had. Jonathan says, reminds me, I got a nice little piece in the mail from Warner today. Not exactly a character PC, but wanted it anyways. And Andre says, was it Squirrel Girl? So we are at that 10-minute mark. Shall we run through the rules and regulations of the sketch off?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. There it is, up on the screen. So Rodney and I are going to sketch off tonight. Rodney's doing Mandalorian. I'm going to do Ahsoka. Each piece is available from each one of us, $35 a piece. You can add inks. You can add colors. Ink is $55. Color is $75. If you're interested in picking up the piece, you can message our respective Facebook pages. That's up there on the screen. Like I said, pencil sketch starts at $35. They're 6 by 9 inches. This includes free U.S. first class USPS shipping if you purchase it during the stream. If you're international or you want to like upgrade your shipping or whatnot, just give us a message. We can figure that stuff out. In order to qualify, like I said, you got to buy it during the stream. And there we go. So if anybody's interested in any of the pieces, just go ahead and drop our Facebook pages the messages. And producer A and B will get back with you on those. All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Andre says, random question, what's with the pencil eraser pink? On the display image, I have no idea. Steph made it. I guess we're drawing with pencil, so it made sense to do pencil eraser pink. I don't know.
I saw it off.
Steph just stole it off the internet, so there you go.
I'm a good designer.
It's called We Needed Some Artwork in a Hurry to do the sketch-off battle, and that's what we got.
There you go. All right.
All right, so we're going to get a countdown here, producers.
Yeah, let's do this.
Andre says, never mind, I don't really want to know.
Uh-oh. Jordan started crying.
Jordan, it is not.
Ready?
I think we are ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're sketching.
So who would win? Who would win between Mando and Ahsoka? Oh, geez. Yeah, we might actually get to see that. You know what? That's tough because Ahsoka kind of got her butt handed to her by some Mandalorians.
Oh, that's right. She did. I think I actually saw that one. Whoa? What's whoa?
I just got the computer.
Oh, that's not good.
Come on, let's go. We're not doing that. I ain't doing this for 45 minutes. Get upstairs.
It's all right, folks. We just have sound effects playing.
We know pets attract listeners, so it's all staged to lure you in.
Is that Sherman?
No, that's Jordan. That's the Fospus cat.
Ah, okay.
He has a thyroid condition, so he always thinks he's always hungry. So she can't give him enough food. And it's his feeding time. His last feeding time for the night is supposed to be 9 o'clock, and he's 45 minutes early. So she just took him up the steps and closed the door on him, so she didn't have to listen to him whine. Because he's not hungry. He just ate when we had dinner. He ate a piece of ham. So he's just being a little piglet.
Mm.
Okay.
I think we're taking him out of hospice too because it didn't quite work out.
What do you mean you're taking him out of hospice?
Because
He's never going to die?
yeah,
Well, we've had him, what, 9 months now? Is it 9 months?
I got him in October of last year.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah.
when I picked him up, they
10
said
months.
they didn't think he was going to last 30 days.
It's been 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some.
Poor little guy.
I think we just take him out. He's just one of the cats that lives here.
Yeah, he's just one of the gang now.
Mm.
He's a good kitty.
I was listening to more rumors on the whole Mando season 2 and Ahsoka showing up and stuff, and
Oh,
it's sounding pretty good. These guys claim they have a really reliable source and they've got a pretty good track record. So we should be seeing some promo materials pretty soon with Ahsoka in the previews.
that'll be cool. When's that debut? October?
Yeah, I want to say October 20 somethingth, maybe 21st, somewhere in that ballpark.
20-somethingth. That's cool.
And it'll be one of the many things to try to squeeze in to watch.
Yeah, I saw a second preview for Raised by Wolves today.
Oh yeah.
Man, that just looks so. It's Ridley Scott, so say no more.
Oh yeah.
It just looks just wicked. I can't wait. Of course, we don't have HBO Go or Max, so we're not gonna be able to watch it. But
when's it start?
September 3rd.
Well, when are you guys coming up to pack Kickstarter stuff?
We can binge it then.
Yeah. What is just binge the heck out of everything.
There you go.
On Boys season 2 starts right around then too. And it's only 3 or 4 episodes.
What?
Yeah. I think because of the whole COVID shutdown thing, that was all they were able to get done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but they're trying to keep schedule, so they're still releasing those handful of episodes.
That's cool. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Boys season 2, Mando season 2, Stranger Things season 4.
When's that dropping?
That got delayed, so I don't know when that's supposed to come out. I'm like totally drawing a blank. I don't remember when it was supposed to hit.
Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah. Producer A is checking. Or B.
It's reported to have finished in August of this year with a launch date early in 2021. It doesn't give an exact date.
Huh.
These kids are going to be like 30.
Yeah. And they're supposed to do another season.
They're actually supposed to do a few more. The brothers that created it said they now have an ending planned, and it's going to go past season 5.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I think it'd be kind of neat to see the kids growing up.
Oh yeah. As long as Netflix doesn't prematurely pull the plug on it, keep it going.
Yeah. That's just one show that I just thoroughly enjoy.
Oh yeah, like the when the first season came out, we I had seen like the trailers and stuff for it a handful of times and seen the description of the whole, like, they were saying like Spielberg meets Carpenter and all this other stuff they were describing, and it's like, okay, this looks really cool, but I had like zero idea what it was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And we were getting ready to go to San Diego, and we started watching it like the night before we left, and it was like we got 2 or 3 episodes in, and it was like, oh God, we got to hurry up and get back so we can finish watching this.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I just remember that opening sequence when they're in the basement playing D&D.
Oh yeah.
I was in. That just endeared me so much to the whole story and stuff, because I've done that.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's like all the stuff like that they were able to squeeze in there immediately just sold me on, how much attention to detail they were doing. And the one thing that I even made a comment when we were watching is like, it seems to be like whenever you watch something and it's supposed to be like based in the Midwest, and they don't actually ever seem to film the stuff in the Midwest, and they miss some of those like finer details.
Yeah.
And it was like one of the early on episodes, we're watching it, and I happened to like pick up on like whoever had done the like sound design. They had like the typical morning noises that you'd hear in the Midwest, of like the mourning dove outside, doing its little coos or whatever.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that. And it's like, like the little bit of noise from like the insects and stuff. And it's like, wow, these guys like nailed it. I mean, it's like, it totally gave me that vibe of like, yeah, this is what it's like to like, wake up on a Saturday morning in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And it that completely sold me. Like, these guys, had their stuff together.
They did their homework.
Oh yeah.
And it's those little nuances that, a lot of people don't pick up on, but I don't know. I guess since we're creatives, that kind of stuff resonates with us.
Oh yeah. And it's just like, that's like how they did the whole thing. It just like you could almost feel everything that was going on by the way they had everything set up. And like the scene where they're out in the rain looking around for the kid and stuff. It was like, you could almost feel like what the weather was like there.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is the chemistry with those kids is so great.
Oh yeah. Andre says they're going to pull an It and do 30 years later.
It'll be their kids.
Yeah, Steph says it'll be their kids.
Yeah.
It's they've got so much stuff they can do. I mean, they're pretty inventive on all the stuff they're doing. I know they're like borrowing from other movies and stuff in the kind of genres that they're going after, but they still got enough uniqueness to it that they could just keep spinning the tales of whatever the heck they want to tell.
Yeah, I mean, they've laid the foundation, they've built their world, so I mean they can just bring characters in and out.
Andre says feels like Rodney is cheating, drawing the same character back to back.
Well, I didn't vote for it, so
remember, folks, you have a say.
that's right.
You tell us what we're drawing. Yes, and speaking of that, head on over to the Thursday Night Throwdown, Friday Night Draw group on the Facebook and vote for which New Mutants character you want to see Rodney and I draw on Thursday night. We got a poll set up over there.
In honor of the New Mutants movie coming out that everybody seems to say is terrible.
Yeah, I've seen a little mixed bag of stuff today on it, and some of the complaints that I'm seeing, I'm not even gonna dive into it, but I feel some of it's kind of unwarranted. I have not seen the movie yet, but it just seems a little far-fetched, silly to me. But whatever.
Right, and I know what you're talking about too. So yeah, and it's just well, the funny thing is there was a girl that her comment was, and I was telling Tina about this when we were going to get the pizza, that this girl said, "Oh, everybody hates it, which means I'm gonna love it." So,
yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah, you know, just because the critics hate it doesn't mean it's not any good.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, you know, this was definitely aimed towards a very particular audience. You know, not just the comic book genre, but you know, you've got like the whole horror thing going on. And like this morning, there were a couple of folks that do movie reviews on our local news, and they were talking about the movie, and it's like it doesn't feel like a comic book movie at all. And you know, they were setting out to do a horror movie, and you know, like I said, I haven't seen it, so I can't speak to the idea that maybe it is a good horror movie. I don't know, but I'm still intrigued by the idea that I want to see it. And
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like I'm still gonna see it. You know?
Yeah. Andre says critics hated Brightburn too. I still haven't had a chance to.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
I want to see that one. Let's see. Shoot, I lost comments here. Andre says 1 in 5, baby. How many Venoms you got in sets again, Dre? Okay, totally thrown off there. Oh, it's Power Rangers Day. Yeah, Power Rangers came out this day in 1993. And Warner says, yes, I'm here. And then Warner says Brightburn was awesome. So there we go.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, I wanna see it. I've been wanting to see it, and yeah, it's where it's like the alternate take on Superman. Basically, like, you know, what if Superman were real, came to Earth, and you know, just started blowing people away. 14 minutes.
14 minutes.
And yes, Josh, we are doing headshots.
Mostly.
Yeah, it's a bust.
Optimus Prime Day is on September 19th.
Ooh,
We should do a sketch off with Optimus Prime.
there you go.
Mid-transformation.
Yeah. That would have to be a 60-minute sketch off, not a 30-minute sketch off.
Yeah.
All you have to do is
His helmet? You... What day was that, Producer B?
September 19th,
September 19th. There we go.
which is a Saturday, but we could do it on Friday night.
There we go. There you go. Everybody that was wanting Transformers, here's your chance. Optimus Prime Day. Does that coincide with Amazon Prime Day?
Oh,
I don't know, what day is that? Isn't that in June? Didn't they have to cancel it this year?
They did cancel it. So maybe Amazon Prime Day and Optimus Prime Day will fall on the same day. All the
It can
Prime
happen.
night.
it can happen.
Batman Day is September 26th.
Ooh.
Good old Batman Day. We'll have to do a Batman's Rogues Gallery again.
Yeah, there we go.
We can do likenesses. Somebody could do Batflick. Is that his name? We could do
Batfleck.
Batfleck. Whatever.
All right. So not only does half the audience want to kill us, Tina wants to kill us because she wants us to do likenesses.
Likenesses. It's only his jaw.
And it's kind of hard to get that chin dimple and all that stuff exactly right. Dang it.
It's all in the lighting.
Okay, for everyone who wants to know, they're going to try to do Amazon Prime Day on October 5th.
Did you hear that?
October 5th. I don't know what happens on October 5th. I got nothing. Oh, you know what? I think that's the 4th is David Lee Roth's birthday. Or the 10th. I don't know, somewhere in there, but I know for sure Sammy Hagar's birthday is October 13th.
There you go. Oh, she said that's when they're going to try to do the Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah. And Warner says, sign me up for Adam West for Batman Day. Now we just need that lovely rendition of the Adam West song by Adam West from Family Guy.
Hobbit Day is September 22nd.
September 22nd is Hobbit Day.
We can't wear shoes that day?
Can't wear shoes, and we can't cut our nails for like 2 weeks. And then we'll totally fit in. And you can't shave your feet.
Damn it.
National Comic Book Day? September 25th. All right, there's lots of things in September that I wasn't even aware was a holiday. Jonathan Dunn wants to know who gets Robert Pattinson Batman. We got to find another victim. I mean, guests. Come on and
just draw a bunch of sparkles.
One sparkly Batman.
That's right.
Nah, you know what? I hope that movie comes out and shuts all of us up.
Oh, I mean, I think it will. I hope it does.
I think it's going to be good. Like I said last night, I'm still on the fence on some things, but they've only got like 20% of the movie filmed, so
yeah,
it's way too early to cast too much judgment on it.
And I'm with you, man. I really wish they would do a Batman movie without a freaking origin in it. Just tell a story.
Yeah, that was what I loved about Spider-Man Homecoming. No more having to see Uncle Ben get shot. We'll just dive into it, and he's got a story to get through. And then I heard some comparisons, Spider-Man Homecoming to the Flash movie, because Batman's supposed to make his suit, and that preview art looks like it's Michael Keaton Batman makes his suit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we're gonna get Spider-Man Homecoming Iron Man Jr. all over again. It's like, I did not mind that. I thought that worked pretty well for the universe that they built and everything that they were working with and what they did. I thought that fit the story.
What's funny to me is for decades we couldn't get a freaking superhero movie to save our lives.
Right.
Everybody pissed and moaned and cried about that.
Right.
Now we've got superhero movies every 4 months from 4 different studios, and everybody pisses and moans about everything about them before they ever see them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I just want to throw them on the Wayback Machine to the 80s and, go back there where you really got something to complain about.
Right.
I mean, come on. You don't realize how spoiled you are.
Right. It's like, go back to mid 90s, and you got, bat nipples.
Exactly. When you had to wait 3 years in between Star Wars movies.
Right.
I'm still traumatized from that. Han was in carbonite for 3 years.
And this has been Rodney's sullen moment of
not zen.
Of superhero movies not coming soon enough.
Guys are down to
6 minutes 40 seconds. Oh geez.
6 minutes.
All right, folks, and these are still both up for grabs. So there you go. You can message the producers if you're interested. We'll post them up. I forgot to post up Revan last night, being for sale. All right. Okay. Ahsoka is no longer on the table.
Ooh, there you go.
So there you go. Mandalorian is still available, so hit it up, folks.
Hit it up. Come on, do it up. I don't want to take this guy home. Oh.
But you're already home.
Baby Yoda in there.
Yeah. Producer B said I should draw a little baby Yoda in there.
Oh, there you go. Sweetening the pot, folks. You can add a baby Yoda.
That's right.
Baby Yoda reenacting adult Yoda on the back.
That's right. Dagobah Yoda.
Whenever someone complains about a movie, you just send them a link to the Japanese Spider-Man show where he had a giant Gundam. You know what? That show looks awesome. I've never watched an entire episode of it, but it's Spider-Man meets Power Rangers. Like, I'm on board.
Sign me up.
It's cool. He's supposed to make an appearance in the next Spider-Verse movie.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody did a breakdown of all the Spider-Man logos or whatnot that appeared in that little teaser they released, which was literally just the logo flashing as a GIF into different Spider-Man logos. And yeah, one of them was the Japanese Spider-Man TV show.
Huh. When's that supposed to come out?
Oh, next year maybe 2022. I don't remember what the release date is. Producers.
What is it?
Spider-Verse 2.
Spider-Verse 2.
We're talking to each other. We can't talk to you two.
What?
All right. Producers are fired. Anybody want to sign up to be a producer? we pay in
Spider-Verse 2. Into the Spider-Verse 2.
I know, I was looking for that, but it doesn't give me two. It only gives me one. It keeps giving me one. The crossover 2 months ago. Okay, wait a minute. All right, I think I'm on the right track. Spider-Verse 2, 2022.
Yes, that says October 7th, 2022. So there you go. So yeah, we're supposed to get Spider-Man and his giant robot. It was like called Leopard 1 or something like that.
Huh.
I don't know. I thought it looked cool. I'm sure it was probably cheesy as all get out, but I mean, it's a 70s TV show with Spider-Man and a giant robot, and he fights Power Ranger villains.
What's not to love?
Yeah, I don't know what else anybody expects, but I totally want to see Nicholas Hammond show up in one of the upcoming Spider-Man movies and make a little cameo.
That'd be cool.
We're supposed to get all these multiverse things going on. Have him show up as like an aged Spider-Man.
What do you say?
Do your box.
I did my box.
No, see, make it darker. I can't see.
Oh, I will.
You're running down the side.
2 minutes, 10 seconds.
Running.
Andre, we don't offer dental. We offer the need for you to have therapy. We don't provide the therapy, but we'll make sure you need some.
Yeah. We can send you to therapy. We can't offer you therapy.
Yeah, used art supplies, food wrappers. Yeah, a hospice cat, food wrappers.
Random pet hair.
Empty liquor bottles. I don't know.
There you go.
Seems like a win-win situation.
Right?
Work for me for a week, and we'll see who needs a therapist. Kind of abuse. If I wanted that kind of abuse, I'd get married.
Andre, you're taking care of her squirrels, darling. You're already married.
Steph says you're taking care of her squirrels. You're already married. There you go, Andre. Just put a ring on it.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. $15.
And you're done.
And we're done. Pencils down. All right, there's Ahsoka. There's the Mandalorian. Like I said, Ahsoka looks to be claimed. Producer A, attack that or no? All right, I'll do a phone handoff.
I was waiting for it, Josh. All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
And don't forget, Killer Frost is still available.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Killer Frost can be yours.
Can be yours. And it's mostly a full figure because Josh didn't pay attention. And let's see, Darth Revan still available. We'll post up some pictures. So there you go, folks. Jonathan Dunn says, I've been meaning to practice that dance. We saw that dance performed on American Ninja Warrior the other night. That was kind of weird. It was actually American Ninja Warrior in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We just had the TV running and we were watching it, and it was like the tail end of it. And this dude won and got up there, and one of the hosts of the show started singing that song, and the dude started dancing.
Huh.
It was pretty wild.
Yes, so good.
Okay. All right, I'm going back to coloring Baby Yoda.
I'm going to record myself doing it in the Godzilla costume. All right. Links, please. Stolen from I Love Lucy.
Down, 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 doom, 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 doom.
What was stolen from I Love Lucy? That put a ring on it?
No, that's from Beyonce.
Right. So I don't understand Andre's comment then.
What did he say? Stolen from I Love Lucy. Oh, I don't know. Did she do a dance?
I'm sure he's explaining it.
Yeah. I don't know. Something's lost in Canadian translation here. I'm confused, Andre. I need some help.
Come on, Andre. How about us poor confused Americans?
Like I said, we can send you to therapy. The dance. The dance was stolen from I Love Lucy? All right, I guess I'm going to have to Google and YouTube that thing later.
What dance is he talking about?
The Beyonce dance?
Really?
Was
that a Ricky Ricardo thing, or?
I don't know. I've only ever seen like maybe 4 episodes of I Love.
Lucille Ball, Ginger Rogers, and Lucy Arnaz, single ladies.
Oh, there's a single ladies dance from Lucille Ball, Desi Arnaz, and whatever the other name she said was. Ginger Rogers.
And Lucy Arnaz.
Did they shake their booties like Beyonce back in the 50s?
I guess I am more confused now than I was a couple minutes ago.
You want to go to therapy with Andre then?
Yep. Bring the squirrels. We're gonna need a safety animal.
There you go. Gonna need a squirrel blankie. The dance. I don't know that I remember that. I've seen quite a few episodes of Lucy.
I've only seen a couple that they tend to play around the holidays.
Of course, I don't think I've seen an episode in probably 20 years, but
I think it was like last Christmas they were playing a couple of them. They did like, I don't know, 2, 3 of them back to back. One of the nights it was like their, one of the, CBS, NBC, whatever, it was one of their holiday special theme nights or whatnot.
yeah.
And that's the extent of what I think I've seen.
Interesting.
I think as a kid I may have watched some when I was like, anytime I would have been homesick from school and I stayed with my aunt and uncle, something that would have been on the replay on like TBS or something during the day.
Oh yeah.
Besides watching like Judge Wapner and
Jerry Springer.
Yeah, well, this was before Jerry Springer. It was like
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Yeah, that may have been on, but like it was like the early morning stuff. It was like you'd do the news and then it would hop over to like Price is Right, and
yeah,
then you get like the Andy Griffith Show and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was usually the go-to at my aunt and uncle's house during the day.
I think that was the go-to at every American household.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sprinkling some Gunsmoke in there somewhere.
Right. Some mash.
Mash and some hee-haw.
The Carlton dance was stolen from Courtney Cox in the Springsteen video? Huh.
I posted a link to the Lucille Ball thing. It's totally true.
So there is a link in the comments on the Facebook if anybody wants to see the video showing the side-by-side comparison.
That was her first professional gig.
Courtney Cox?
Yeah, that video. Yeah.
Then she was in Masters of the Universe.
Was she really?
Yeah. She was one of the two, well, three Earthlings or whatever, because they totally did the movie really weird, and they came to Earth. And she was like the damsel in distress, and He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Teela came to the rescue, and then they go back to Eternia.
Huh.
And I forget where I saw it, but somebody had the best description for the Masters of the Universe movie. It's really a New Gods movie. If you like compare some of the characters, it's totally ripped right from New Gods.
Huh. I have never seen that movie, so I couldn't speak to it. Dolph Lundgren played He-Man?
Yep. Dolph Lundgren, Frank Langella, the guy that played Courtney Cox's boyfriend ended up being on Star Trek Voyager. He was shoot, I can't remember his role on Star Trek Voyager. But then he became a producer, and Warner actually pointed this out to me a few years ago. He was the guy that was one of the big producers on the Chuck TV show.
Oh, really?
Yep. And Jonathan Dunn says, "Oh man, you need to do Masters of the Universe movie version of Powered Up Skeletor." Neil. That costume, I mean, it's like over the top crazy, but it is pretty cool. But it like the movie is totally Skeletor's movie. It's like it's almost done from his point of view. It's one of those things where like they figured out it's like you got to have a really good villain. And I think Frank Langella like nailed the part as being the really good villain.
Yeah.
Just they kind of messed up the rest of it. I still watch it from time to time though. I've got the DVD.
So did you like it?
I like it. I mean, when the movie came out, I was like 4 or 5 years old. So, I mean, at the time, it was like the greatest movie on the planet to me.
Right.
Because it was like, He-Man, it's a movie. I think I wore the video store rentals copy out as many times as I got it as a kid. Looking back at it now, it's like I can, see its faults and see it for what it is. But I still enjoy it. It's still got some good stuff to it. Like I said, I think they nailed the villain part to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on the to watch list.
And Dolph barely spoke English. Yeah, he had like 2 or 3 times, whatever it was, he was allowed to try his lines. If he didn't get it in that, they just went with the best of whatever he said. Word, that costume is sick though. He looks like he's about to marry Hela, and totally does. Every speech Skeletor did in the movie was pure fire. Again, totally agree. It was, I don't know, it was just, he nailed that part. I mean, it's Frank Langella. It's like, he's definitely one of those classically trained actors that, totally played up the theater idea of doing the villain.
Okay, so I'm drawing a blank on Frank Langella. But I know the name.
Oh God, he's been in a bunch of stuff, and I'm totally blanking on everything. But he played Perry White in Superman Returns.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. I got it now.
Because everybody wants to hear some squeaky marker.
Yeah, no doubt. Right. Oop, that's too orange.
Andre says, in Flash Gordon, man, oh man, that's some quality filmmaking there.
You know what, though? Somebody went in, made a pitch, got a whole bunch of money to make it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the scary part.
I have still yet to see Flash Gordon. I need to find somewhere where I can like rent it or something.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never. You can't force me to sit and watch the whole thing.
I just want to see it because a couple years ago, up at the Cleveland Comic Con, when it was in the barn essentially, I went over and I met Sam Jones. I have an autograph. He traded me a couple of sketches for an autograph. He autographed my copy of Ted, and he also autographed a Alex Ross Flash Gordon poster for me.
Right.
And that dude is a riot. Like his role in Ted doesn't seem that far off.
I got a funny Flash story. We were at a show. I think it might have been Detroit Fanfare or one of the Detroit shows.
Yeah.
And he was there and his son was with him. And it wasn't a very good show. So he was walking around and he was looking at stuff, and he come over and wanted some prints or artwork or something, and he said he wanted something for like a discount or something, and we said no, and he said, well, you know my dad, you know who my dad is, right? And I'm like, no. He's like, well, my dad's Flash Gordon. I said, oh, okay. Like that wasn't going to get him anywhere.
Right.
We were like, oh, we don't care.
And your point is,
it's still $30. But I think, yeah, he was like, I could get you an autograph in exchange for whatever. And we were like, no, we want straight cash, homie. That's one thing I could be thankful for, that I'm not really into his autographs.
oh yeah,
Just it, and we're in a position to get some, cool autographs. I just don't really care much about autographs.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of it. I think that I can think of off the top of my head, I have 2 celebrity autographs. I got Lou Ferrigno from the first time I went to Motor City Comic Con as a fan when I was in high school, because it was like Lou Ferrigno.
Right.
And I think at the time I spent $20 on it. And then I've got the Flash Gordon autograph. And I take that back. I was sitting next to the guy that played Randy in A Christmas Story at a little con up in northeast Ohio.
Okay.
And so I got his autograph because I love that movie, and he was a funny dude. And got to just chit chat with him through the weekend, because again, awful show. Had plenty of time to talk and make small talk with the celebrity sitting next to me.
Yeah, we had that experience in Evansville at GalaxyCon with Jake Lloyd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he came up and was like really going through the artwork and really saying how much he liked it, and he stood there and talked to us for a few minutes, man, probably like 10-15 minutes, and his girlfriend came up and was flipping through everything, and I think he appreciated the fact that we weren't geeking over him.
Oh yeah.
Stand there and actually have a civil conversation with us.
Yeah, he was definitely that kind of dude the couple of times I saw him at cons.
Yeah.
And that just puts me in mind of, because, well, obviously when he was doing the cons, he really wasn't a kid anymore. But the year or so, it was either the year Walking Dead came out or the year after Walking Dead came out. The kid that played Carl, Chandler Riggs, I think is his name.
Yeah.
He was at a con, and he was sitting over there while you were supposed to be doing the autographs and whatnot, and he didn't really have much going on. So it was just him and his buddy were sitting there playing with Legos, and it was like the buddies that I was at the con with, we were just kind of totally blown away. It's like, wow, the kid's, actually doing something normal. He's just sitting there with his buddy, and they're just having some fun building Legos because nothing else is going on.
Right.
Nice.
He's always the couple of times that I've well, more than a couple, quite a few times. That we've seen him, he seems very grounded.
Yeah.
He handles himself very well.
Yeah, he like you said, he's grounded. He seems like he's a good down to earth kid, and like it was good to see at that time. That stuff wasn't really phasing him as far as basically being put on display to here, dance for me, monkey, do autographs.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got some comments here. Warner says, "I'll see your Flash Gordon and raise you Barbarella, but the Queen soundtrack is worth the watch."
Definitely.
And Jonathan Dunn, "My dad is Flash Gordon." Oh, so you got money? It's $50 now. To be honest, I think it was more of a please give me a discount. I have to publicly admit that my dad was Flash Gordon. And then Josh's daughter Kaylee has Carrie Fisher's autograph, and that was pretty damn cool. See Carrie Fisher just coming up and just totally just enamored with Kaylee, and so much so that she was carrying Kaylee around, right? She walked with her. She wasn't carrying her. She was walking with her. Like Kaylee was holding her hand, and they were walking around Motor City Comic Con. Years back. I think Kaylee was all of like maybe 3 years old, something like that.
That's pretty
Andre
cool.
says, "Get back in the house, Coral."
All right.
Jonathan Dunn says, "I hated Carl so much," and Warner says, "Kidnapped her." Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Carrie Fisher, like I said, he was just totally enamored, and it was so cool to see. Here's Princess Leia just walking up and like started patting Kaylee on the head.
Snatches your
kid. We were just all in like a state of shock.
She has recruited her into the rebellion. Right. Totally digging that background.
Thank you. Trying my best to get something I can work with to do a little bit of stars and
Starfield. Yeah.
Get that was that a Perez cover or was that a Starling cover on Infinity Gauntlet #1?
I think it was Starling.
I want to do the big crosses coming off the gauntlet there.
There you go. So, poking around today on the internet, I didn't find much, but I did find that they are planning to do a X-Files cartoon.
Ooh.
It says Fox Entertainment is developing another spinoff of must-see 90s TV series, The X-Files, and this time it's an animated comedy, X-Files Albuquerque, which will center on an office of misfits who try to deal with the cases too goofy for Mulder and Scully. Which is funny because that's what I thought Mulder and Scully's relationship was with the rest of the FBI.
Right.
Show creator Chris Carter will executive produce with Rocky Russo and Jeremy Sisinko from Paradise PD to write the pilot, and Bento Box Entertainment, home of Bob's Burgers, to animate.
I was with you until you said the animation house that was going to do it.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
It says it won't be the first time the X-Files has tried to go funny in a spinoff from 2001, The Lone Gunman.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it, but I do remember it.
Yeah, it only lasted for a series, or for one season. But it says X-Files Albuquerque has been optioned for a script and presentation, but not yet greenlit as a full series.
I will totally watch it. I dug that. Was it last year or year before they did that little revival and they did that like couple of short seasons?
Yeah.
And they kind of wrapped up some of the loose ends. I wasn't huge into X-Files when it was on TV when it first started.
Yeah.
Honestly, like when it first started, I mean, I think I was still in like elementary school, and it kind of scared the crap out of me. But like I got into it as I got older, and I watched some of the reruns, and never failed. Like anytime I would catch it on reruns when they would play it on, you know, any one of the like different cable networks and whatnot, I'd always end up watching the same episode, and it was the creepy episode with the family. And it was like kind of like the Hills Have Eyes type family.
Oh, okay.
And there was just some nasty, wicked stuff going on. Not sure stuff I should rattle off on the stream. But it was just creepy, and it was like every time I would catch an episode, it would end up like I would like catch 5 minutes of something that ended, and then boom, that's the next episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the running joke I have with Steph. Every time she gets a snow day, TNT, I swear to God, plays the same 3 episodes of Supernatural. It's the one with Linda Blair, the one with the Crossroads with oh, why am I blanking on his name? Robert Johnson, going to the Crossroads and making the deal with the devil. And oh shoot, I can't remember the 3rd episode, but there's 3 of them. It's like I want to like look ahead and see TNT schedule and be like, oh, yep, you're getting a snow day. Those episodes are on tomorrow. Oh yeah, the one where he does Eye of the Tiger at the end of the episode when he starts lip singing in the on the car.
Oh, nice.
But it never fails. Snow day. Hey, guess what episode's on? I've seen those couple of episodes so many times.
Oh, that's crazy.
Jonathan Dunn says, sounds like it's going to be X-Files Scooby-Doo crossover, which I'm totally on board for. Warner says, sounds like Below Decks, which I could have watched, except for we canceled our subscription to CBS All Access. And then Warner says the Inbreds. Yes, it was totally that episode of X-Files. Every freaking time.
Oh, God, yeah.
It creeped me the F out.
That is a freaky episode.
Yeah, it was like when they did that little revival of those couple of seasons. I think it was like the finale. We were watching on the way back from Anaheim when we went out to WonderCon. That was that just happened to hit the day they were playing the finale. So I was like scrambling on the plane to get the iPad set up so I could watch it for the ride home.
Oh. All right, so Baby Yoda's done. Oh, wait, you know what? I got to give him some hair. He's almost done. I got to give him some baby fuzz.
Ooh, I like it.
Thank you. I like the fade in the sky on yours.
Thank you. I totally didn't know what I was doing. I just went for it.
It works. What's the difference in the tones? Not much, is it?
So I used like 3, maybe 4 different yellows.
No, I'm talking the background. The sky.
All the gray and black area.
Yeah.
I went with a 6 and went out to a 7 and an 8 in the cool grays.
Okay.
And then at first I thought you were talking about this area here. I just went from like some really light yellows to orange to a little bit of brown to it's called maroon, I think. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is V99 aubergine, I guess is how you pronounce that. So it's actually a violet, but it's like this like really deep kind of red brown color.
Huh.
And just kind of try to blend that in there.
Looks good.
Thank you. What am I using for the white? It's the Uni Posca paint pen, the 0.7 millimeter that we just ordered some more of because these things are like incredibly awesome for doing remark sketches.
Okay. Now he's done.
Nice.
All right, boys and girls. He is available if anybody's interested. Let us know.
Baby Yoda's for sale.
Baby Yoda.
Which
before somebody else does.
A friend of mine posted on Facebook. He went to Five Below, and they got a bunch of Baby Yoda stuff, including pops.
Really?
Yeah, and Steph said, and socks. So I might have to make a trip to the Five Below here before too long.
Huh.
All right. I think I might have to call this one done finally.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. So there we go, folks. This one is not available. This one is claimed. This one a little bit overdue commission here.
Did you do that on the guy?
Thanos? Yeah.
Did that mess it up?
I don't think so. I mean, it's a 3-marker blend. I just was curious what colors he was using because I thought it was the cool grays.
Where is Thanos? Ask Sean where you got him in there. Let him give you your history.
A second. If I were Thanos, where would I be? I would be over here in the back. Hang on, I'm going to go fetch some artwork real quick.
All right. I'm gonna ink some more snake eyes.
And don't make me squirrely and just ask him about the background.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Go over there. Okay, so this Thanos piece, okay?
All right.
They want a background in it.
Okay.
So it's my hyper detailed style.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like a Kirby Crackle type background is going to look right in it. So,
yeah.
What's your 2 cents?
My thought would be to try to do like a more realistic space background.
Yeah.
Which I think you could do pretty easily. I mean, You could technically, if you wanted to, mask off Thanos there, and like Warner said, a Nebula. And yeah, I mean, if you want to do something a little bit more realistic, like doing a blend of some marker, like I just did with kind of like the grays and trying to get it into like a really, dark color, but throwing in like a little bit of a mix of some color, like, some purples and blues or whatever to get kind of like a little bit more naturalistic space background. Like, I don't know if it's up anywhere. I found it one time on YouTube. Tom Hodges had a great video demonstrating how he did like space backgrounds with marker.
Okay.
And that's kind of like where I started with like trying to get stuff figured out with doing stuff like that. I don't know what the heck to tell you to search for it other than try to, go on YouTube and look for Tom Hodges like demos or something.
Yeah.
But he had a great little thing where he used like just a couple markers and blended it and threw in some different color, and then then you go in and you do your stars and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I figured. I've tried to do those nebulas. I've had some successes and I've had some pretty miserable failures. So I think it's just an apprehension of I don't want to. It's such a good piece. I don't want to screw it up.
Oh yeah.
So okay, so we're pretty much thinking on the same lines then.
Yeah. I mean, if like if you wanted to, I'm trying to think like if you could almost like overlay something on it.
I don't know. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, I think you'll figure it out. I mean, that looks killer. And yeah, I totally get you on the I don't want to screw anything up.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Jonathan says that's a sick Thanos. Thank you, buddy. And Josh says art director KJD to the rescue. All right. Well, thanks for the feedback. I'll figure out something. I'll probably go watch Tom's videos and figure something out.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure there's probably got to be other people out there that have done the same kind of thing. Because like part of me wants to say like I don't know if you did it in those videos, but like where you could take like the rubbing alcohol or the clear blender stuff and throw it in there so it gets a little bit more of that nebula effect where it's it dissipates.
Yeah. I was actually kind of thinking about messing with something like that too. So yeah, I'll do a couple of practice areas on some spare Bristol board because since we haven't had shows, I haven't had to do it.
Right.
So
that's a good idea. Don't do like I do and just say screw it and wing it.
Yeah. Any other piece but this. This is one of my better pieces. So I totally did that on the Bigfoot that I did for the Along the Burning River thing last year. Yeah.
I was trying to get it done, and I was like, my typical day of here I'm going to listen to some stuff on YouTube while I work, and I was listening to an inker, and he did this thing with the with using tissues to do planets and some different effects and whatnot, where he was taking the tissue and kind of getting the dry brush thing going and whatnot.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I could totally do that. So I just grabbed a piece and just went to town and started doing it. I'm like, okay, this works. And then so I'm watching more of his videos and I see him do this thing with a sponge and I'm like, that'll totally work for leaves. I so got lucky on doing that piece that it worked. I totally could have screwed it up so bad. It was just like, I need to get this done. What's a quick way to make some leaves here?
Yeah. Yeah, I've used the dry sponge, God, but it's been 25 years since I've used it.
Yeah.
But I've also used like my thumb,
Oh yeah, yeah.
where like Larry Stroman showed me how to make like smoke with my thumb.
Nice.
You put ink on your thumb and just kind of smooch it around. And
I attempted to do that on a piece. I think it was last year, maybe the year before. I was playing around with the Inktober stuff.
yeah,
And I just could not get it. I kept trying. I failed miserably with it.
yeah, I did. It's so funny because the first issue of Superior 7, I did that. There's a big explosion scene, and I do that, and yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't. What didn't look like Larry's.
Right.
So, and I've tried it a few times since, and just like you, I was like, this looks like crap. This doesn't look too bad. So, yeah, it's just one of those things.
I totally used the sponge on the Roadkill Rampage piece that I did.
Oh yeah, and the trees.
No, I used it on the foreground on the road.
Oh, okay.
That's how I did the street. I wanted to get that texture, so I splattered some ink on it, and it was still kind of a little bit wet. So I took some white gouache and just took the sponge and hit it a few times till I got something close to what I wanted for the texture of it, and it somewhat worked out. I think I need to play around with that idea some more to get it down to where I can have a little bit more control over it.
That's cool. Jonathan says, so you're saying I could possibly use a cover of someone doing smoke to lift an image of their fingerprint? Asking for a friend.
Good luck.
Just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who it was. I saw somebody do that thumbprint thing. I think it was on Instagram. I want to say maybe it was Sandra Hope was doing it on some pages.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. She's a beast.
Oh yeah, I love her stuff.
She posted a page the other day that she inked of Damian Scott's.
Oh really?
Yes, and as much as I love Damian's stuff, sometimes it's so erratic, and to have her, who is probably one of the best inkers in the business, put her talents to it with the inks, man, it was so cool.
Nice. I'll have to go and check that out.
Yeah, it's the page where it's Bruce Wayne, but it's Bruce and the Batman with this cowl off, and he's I don't know if it's a flashback of Dick Grayson at the circus, and he's dismounting from a catapult and landing, sticking the landing.
Okay.
And I think Alfred's there with him, but just the angle and everything was really cool. But she just really kind of toned it down and made more sense out of it and more cohesive. And I understand and realize that a lot of his stuff, it's confusing and kinetic on purpose.
Right.
But I've always wanted, to see him like just kind of tone it down to normal.
Yeah.
Just to see what it would look like, and there it was, and I was like, oh man, this is really sweet.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely have to give that a look.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. It was I think it was one day this week. It might have been Monday. It was early in the week.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the page she posted yesterday or day before. She was inking with a ballpoint pen because they're like in the process of moving or something.
Yeah. See, when all your art supplies are in storage, you improvise.
Yeah, it worked.
Well, that's how she got her job at Wildstorm, right?
Inking with a ballpoint pen?
She was at a show, and she met Jim Lee, and he gave her a piece to ink overnight. and she didn't have anything with her because she just came to the show as a fan, and so she went back to the hotel that night and got a black ballpoint pen and inked the piece with a black ballpoint pen, and apparently she kicked ass with it and she got hired.
Oh wow! No, I had no idea.
Yeah, I think Ramos told me that story
Nice.
because we were was in Chicago and we were out front, where the taxi stand
Yeah.
out front of the Rosemont there. We were sitting out there. He was waiting on a buddy, and we were sitting leaning up against the building. And we just sat there and talked for like 30 minutes.
Nice.
He told me that story. He says he's such a cool dude. He's so just chill and
Oh yeah.
laid back. And he was telling me how much he just loves Spider-Man. Like it's his favorite character ever, and how much he enjoys doing it. And he talked about his father worried about him doing comics for a living because he wanted him to be an architect or something like that.
That's crazy. And so I looked at my notes and remembered today is Jack Kirby's birthday.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday to the king.
Yes, indeed.
How old would he have been?
If I remember right, it was 103.
103. Wow.
I'm still always like dumbfounded every time I see that meme that pops up. It's like, don't worry about where you are with doing stuff because Jack Kirby didn't create like Fantastic Four or whatever until he was 40.
Yep.
And it's like, hey, shut up.
What'd she say?
She's like, how old are you? Not there yet. I still got a couple years to work in my Jack Kirby-ness.
I read a thing about him the other day. He was in the offices of Marvel, and some people called up to him. I guess they were members of the Aryan Nation.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They were calling him to give him crap because he was drawing the Black Panther or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but they said some stuff. They were gonna do this, they were gonna do that, and they were out front, and they were gonna get him when he come out. And he was like, "Oh yeah." He says, "Well, wait right there. I'll be right down." So
Right.
he goes outside, and he's ready to take them all on. And when he got out there, they were all gone.
Yeah, he probably would have beat the crap out of him.
Yeah. He wasn't one to take no mess off of nobody.
Yeah, I mean he based that whole Yancey Street Clan gang or whatever on his childhood.
Yeah.
Not somebody I would have wanted to mess with back in the day.
Well, yeah, it's when you grow up in a neighborhood, when you're Jewish in the 20s and the 30s in New York City, during the times of World War I and World War II, it was some pretty tough sledding.
Oh yeah.
Depression era kids,
Yeah.
and dealing with racism and fascism and stuff. And
Yeah.
they it made them tough as nails.
Oh yeah. And those guys they went through a lot of crap,
Yeah.
and all the stuff that came from it.
Oh yeah. I mean, God, all of those guys were, they were all Jewish guys, and they basically created the Marvel universe. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Stan was Jewish.
Well, it's unless I'm mistaken, the same with Superman, right?
Yeah, Siegel and Schuster were both Jewish.
Okay, that's what I thought. But then I kind of second guessed myself there. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's those guys had to go through all that stuff, and they rose above it, came up with all this stuff that we're now enjoying. 60, 80 years later.
Yeah. That was what they say, tough times make tough men.
Yep. Yeah, and Warner says talking shit to a Jewish World War II vet, not smart. No, not smart at all.
Yeah. And what's his the gentleman that just died, Alan Bellman.
Oh yes, yeah.
What an absolute sweetheart.
Oh yeah.
I just loved him to death. And he was part of that gang.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's such a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool to get to see him in a couple shows, and like, I'll it's one of those things I'll definitely never forget. Like, we were at I think it was Lexington, we were riding in the elevator with another fellow creator who's like a generation older than me, and or maybe even two generations. We're on the elevator, and we're kind of having some small talk. It's somebody I know, but not that well. And we get off the elevator, and Mr. Bellman was standing there outside the elevator waiting to, I think, go to dinner or something like that. And the other creator that I was riding the elevator with, like, he instantly turned into a little kid. Was like, Mr. Bellman, oh my God, it's so great to meet you, and yada, 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 and went up, shook his hand, introduced himself. And it was like, it was pretty cool to see somebody that was my elder and whatnot totally geek out and totally turn right into a fanboy because one of his favorite artists was standing right in front of him.
Yeah, that's just that. And I've seen that so many times over the years, but it's so cool to see, because no matter how old we get, we're all still 8-year-old little boys with our comic books and our loves and everything.
Yep. Yeah, it was just too funny. It was like, just seeing that, and it's like, it's all right. I don't feel bad nerding out when I see some people now.
Yeah, that's right, Josh. You another World War II vet.
Oh yeah.
Josh is a World War II vet?
No, we're talking about Alan Bellman.
Oh. You know where that podcast is?
Totally just lost a marker. Marker down.
Uh-oh.
Marker found.
Oh my goodness. That's looking pretty sweet.
Thank you. This is one of our sketch from what, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Oh yeah. When we did the G.I. Joes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get that inked up. So I've got like one more, well, I guess now 2 more to catch up. I'm not sure on the Ahsoka if that's going any further than where I left off, but trying to play a little catch up with these since I finished up the Infinity Gauntlet homage there, and I don't quite have the next sketch ready to go.
Are you going to color that?
Yes. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the inks, and then yeah, it'll go to color. So you did somebody pick up Boba Fett, or are you just deciding to finish it off and
Yeah, I was just darkening the pencils and tightening it up some.
Okay.
Nobody's picked it up yet. I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to start inking it or just leave it for another time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it for another because I got Baby Yoda done. So I'll need something to do tomorrow unless I just do something new. So maybe I'll just hold off and start inking this in the morning. Ooh, goodness.
Well, if you both are done, we can also do an early night.
Yeah.
I don't think Stephanie would do that. I know.
Tina said if we're both done, we can just do an early night.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
She said, I don't think that producer A would mind at all.
No.
That's cool with me because I'm yawning and you're yawning and so if you're good with that, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm totally down for it. Let everybody crash a little bit early tonight. Get up and start fresh in the AM.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
And yeah, you're gonna go live at 11 again in the morning.
Yes, I will be live at 11 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. I'm gonna get up and go to the gym and come home and ink me some Boba Fett. So if anybody wants to join me, pop on in and say hi. And
Warner's got a Killer Frost that's still available, so maybe he can join you and ink and color some Killer Frost.
There you go. So yeah, definitely.
Well, cool, everybody. Thanks again for joining us, and thank you for picking up the Ahsoka there. Rodney's got Mando and Boba Fett there available. I've got the Darth Revan available. So if you're interested, message us, let us know. And then next Thursday, we're going to do New Mutants. So
yes.
Head over to our group and vote on the New Mutants. Tell us which New Mutants you want us to draw. Jeez. Currently, Magic and Wolfsbane. And Cannonball.
I am not drawing Wolfsbane. I'm just letting you know. That's the most boring character.
All right, folks, go vote on Cannonball.
I'm going to have to pull veto power on that.
I'm totally cool with that. So, folks, go over there, join the group, vote, get those counts up.
There you go.
Tell your friends.
All right, buddy. You guys have a good night.
You too.
And, we will talk to you very, very soon.
Yes. Everybody have a good rest of the weekend, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye.